Hello, friends. We're going to the University of Queensland in Australia. Let's get to see the scholarship available in this university. So we can type University of Queensland and then click on this link. So get to the university's homepage and then we can scroll down to search for scholarships. So we can under this scholarship, we can click on browse scholarship and then we'll check on postgraduate research HTR. Yes, and then click on browse scholarship. So when we open here, you will see lots of scholarship available. But today we're going to be concentrating on the embark scholarship scheme to support category 1 project grants. So we can click on that to open it. Or we can as well go back. I need to save this page for the other scholarship. So this is the earmark scholarship scheme that supports PhD students. So let's look at what this scholarship has to offer. So it's for both domestic and international students and for students offering postgraduate research. So all study areas, all study disciplines, the scholarship focus is academic excellence. So this scholarship covers like living stipend and tuition fees. So the value of this scholarship is 33,641,000 Australian dollars per year. Your tuition fee is covered as well as some parts of your health insurance. The duration of this scholarship is 3.5 years, and you have possibility of extending that with one extra year. And the number awarded depends on the school. So this scholarship, the earmark scholarships are funded by the Australian government to assist PhD students with their living costs and tuition fees. So this scholarship offers PhD students the opportunity to contribute to large projects of national significance and work with leading researchers. So this is what the scholarship is all about. So the next thing we need to look out for is the eligibility. You are eligible if you meet the following requirements. So we'll check on the entry requirement for Doctor of Philosophy PhD, and then we'll check if there are any specific requirements on the type of project you want to embark on. So first of all, let's look at the entry requirements. All right, so academic entry requirements. So you have to prove you are prepared for a PhD. First of all, you have some research experience, you have completed an approved university degree and English language requirements. So, approved degree in an area relevant to your proposed PhD project and completed no more than 10 years ago. So, your BSc or any degree you have shouldn't be more than 10 years ago. And then you need any of these. You either need MSc, bachelor's, or coursework master's degree with these grade points, postgraduate degrees. So you need to check this and find out where your qualification lies and if you have the approved degrees to apply for that. So of course, this is a PhD program, so you're expected to have some minimal level of experience in research. So you will meet the requirement for PhD into a PhD in terms of research preparedness. You can provide evidence that you have planned and executed project work and a body of research with some independence. So they want to know that you can actually carry out a research work and then you are able to um, embark on a PhD through these research experiences. So there are different ways they stated here in which you can demonstrate that you have the research experience needed to carry on your pre-PhD. So a bachelor's degree or a master's degree with completed coursework that aim to develop research skills, the completion of a supervised research project that includes an individually graded written report. So if you have published a paper, you have research or technical reports for industry, government, or business, a portfolio of published creative work, demonstrable industry or work experience when you can demonstrate that you have planned and executed a project working on a high level of independence. So actually they need you to have a research experience where you have exhibited some level of independence. All right, so after that, the next thing, additional entry requirements. So there are different departments and different projects that will need additional requirements. So you can discuss this additional requirement with your potential thesis advisor, or you can reach out to the department and ask them how you can get other additional requirements. So additional information on the application. So application must be lodged via the online application portal. Here, there is no application fee for research higher uh, degree programs. So ensure that you have all the required documents prepared when you submit your application. So quickly go through the required documents. Let's look at the required documents. So, all right. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So let's look at the English language proficiency. Okay. All right. So we'll get to the required document shortly. So the next thing we need to check on is on how to apply for this program. So you need to check the commencement date and ensure that you meet the time frames and apply by the recommended date on your project. So there are different ways to apply. First of all, you need to choose an eligible project and contact the project supervisor to discuss your interest. Then you can make a review on how to apply all the information. So in your application under the scholarship and collaborative studies, so this is what you should be choosing in the application portal. So let's look out for how to apply. Let's check on how to apply. Okay, so for you to apply, first of all, you need to check your eligibility. We've mentioned that before, your MSc and other things. Then the second part is to approach a potential supervisor or find a project. So if you want to find a project, then you can use this link. Then you can also find a research project. So if you're choosing a researcher, you need to find one with relevant expertise and get agreement to support your PhD. So if you're choosing a supervisor, make sure that you write to them and then be able to get their approval before you will be able to use that to tender your application. So like I said earlier, many departments require additional information to make a decision around your motivation, commitment, and financial support. So let's check how to get a supervisor. So here you can type in the topics you want and then um, you will be able to uh, get a supervisor. So let me check research on uh, let's quickly check on research on let's say cancer. So let's say cancer research and let's say find researchers. So here you see the different professors that are embarking on research that has to do with cancer. So you check their profile and then send them an email, a cold email. So if you want to know more about how to write a cold email, just basically writing a formal letter in the email describing your interests and what you're applying for and why you are a best fit for that kind of project or research that the supervisor is doing. All right, so you need to just check on that, and then you get their emails and their other links, and then you'll be able to write to them and get their feedbacks. That's how to identify a researcher. Then you can also apply by getting a research project that you're interested in. So, for example, when you click on this, you can click further streamline this, and then, yeah, so you can filter based on what you're looking for. So let me say I'm interested in health sciences and biological sciences. All right, so this is what we have. For example, you can click on this and then you will see additional requirement, project description, research environment, and what each of the scholarship is covered. And then you have the professor in charge. You can write to this professor. Then you also have preferred educational background that this project is needing. So they'll be taking into consideration of publication record, previous academic record, honors and world employment history, and then how to apply. This project requires candidates to comment not later than research quarter 3 to allow for your time to recommend that you apply by 31st March 2024. So there are other projects that have extended deadlines to around June, July, August. So if you miss the quarter 3, there's also quarter 4, which I guess should be around August or October this year. So make sure you check when you should apply. Then before you apply, check you meet the eligibility, prepare your document, then contact the professor to discuss your interest. So when you apply for this scholarship, you submit an application. So then you don't need to submit a separate application for the scholarship. So just one application for both admissions and scholarship. So this is also instructions on what you should be checking out in the application portal. So this is for this project. All right, so we can just check for this project as well. Okay, so this project is on preventing diabetes through small steps for big changes. You have project description, research environment, scholarship, supervisor, preferred educational background, how to apply. This is still 31st March. Okay, so we're looking for the ones that probably, okay. All right, for example, for this project on epigenetic regulation of learning and memory, the deadline for that is 30th June. That's research quarter 4. So 30th June. So this is how you should be able to filter the programs or the projects and find out which one that suits you and if you are within the application deadline. So after checking your eligibility, contacting the project supervisors or different researchers in your interest, the next thing is to check out for the documents that you'll be needing. Here, you will need to compile the necessary documents. So, of course, when they are in application, they will accept scanned copies of the original documents, but the original document has to be checked by the time they are giving you the admission. So, mark this instruction. All documents must be uploaded as PDF and name your files this way. So this is how you should name all your files. So if any language is in a language that is not in English, you need to send both original and official translation. So these are the documents that you need. You need your CVs, which they have already given you the what they are expecting you to input in your CV. Wow, it makes sense. Okay, so you have instructions on how you should structure your CV, academic transcript, degree certificate. You need your international passport. Then you need reference letters. So you need to include contact details of two referees who will support your applications. So these referees will need to provide insight into your research experience. So they will contact the referees themselves. Then if there are other documents that is required from the department, for example, evidence of change of name, proof of citizenship, evidence of other stuffs like that. So you should be able to check out for that. And then when you have done all that, you should be able to go to the online portal, hit on apply, and then start your application. So this is what I was trying to tell us, that we have different quarters of application. So the last one that just ended is the research quarter 3, which ended in 31st March. Then we have research quarter 4, which we have the deadline to be 30th June. So you have to check out for research or programs that is within this research quarter 4, where you still have eligibility of applying. So this is what we have for now, and then we'll, we'll have some other scholarships. For example, we have the Graduate School Scholarship Research Training Program, which offers 33,641,000 Australian dollars, just like this earmarked scholarship that we just checked out. So you can also take some time and check for other scholarships that are of high interest to you. So, but most importantly, is this earmarked scholarship and the research training program. These are very important scholarships that most international students do apply for. But if you see any other one that best apply to you, please feel free to give it a nice shot. All right, if you're wondering what this channel is all about, this is Passive World Academy. I've prepared lots of videos to help you navigate scholarship journey, and I'm here to help you answer as many questions as you can as regards scholarship applications and admissions. Prepared also videos on how to win multiple scholarships, prepare your documents, and do's and don'ts when you're trying to make these applications. So do well to check around. I believe you will have videos here that will be helpful for you in your scholarship journey. And please do well to subscribe, like, and share to as many as possible. I always want you to be the first to know whenever I release new videos here. So please stay tuned, and I'm going to see you shortly. And I can't wait to hear the testimonies of your scholarship admission. Thank you, and see you in the next video.